Hello everybody and welcome to episode 25 of Let's Play Civilization 3 Complete. I am here today with special guest...
Me.
Yes.
As in UnitRico.
How you doing today, my good sir?
I am doing very well. How are you doing today?
I'm doing exceedingly well. What we are
How
doing...
are the Persians doing today?
Very, very poorly. It's just not their day, or their week, or their month. We are now getting our forces ready to assault, hold on, what's the name of the city? Pasargadae. What?
Pasargadae.
Pasargadae.
I'm guessing.
Okay. Pasargadae. Okay. Yes, that's our new target because, as you can see, they have horses here and saltpeter. Of course, it won't stop them from building knights because they still have, iron over here and they have horses up here. But it will prevent them from building musketmen because I already got their other source of saltpeter. So that was a bit of an epic struggle over that source of saltpeter, but I think it's pretty much decided in my factor from here on out.
Yeah.
Oh, I have cavalry just sitting in here doing nothing. It's not too good.
How dare they?
Yeah, so you're not allowed to do nothing. I think on the next turn I will be ready to launch a attack of the new city, or not the new city, but our next target. So I heard that you are also a big strategy game player yourself.
Why, indeed I am.
Yes. And I heard from somewhere, I'm not sure where, this vague rumor that you also have some form of Let's Play type channel.
Indeed I have.
Yes. And so I heard you might even possibly be doing a Let's Play now as we are speaking. I mean, not this, this very moment, but...
I was going to say, not this very moment, but yes, I am.
Ah, yes. So what are you playing right now? I'm curious. Because I have no idea.
Of course you don't. I am, in fact, playing EU3 right now, which is Europa Universalis 3, which is a grand strategy game made by Paradox Interactive, which is... It's a pretty deep and complex game,
yes,
as you might know.
Definitely compared to this game. Not that this game isn't
yes.
fun as all hell, because I've made over 200 videos about it, so...
Yeah.
I'd have to be a real masochist if I didn't enjoy this game whatsoever, but I still made over 200 videos about it.
Force yourself to play it, even though...
I don't want to, but I feel compelled. But yeah, EU3, I've actually tried playing that. The key word is tried.
Yeah, I've heard about your struggle.
Yes, I really suck at that game. I don't have any problems admitting that. Well, I'm going to put these troops right here on this hill, so that way we don't have to cross a river to attack. Even though we have to wait a turn, it will be worth it, I think.
Wait, I think you actually do have to cross the river, so you might want to move them first.
Actually, I don't think so, and I'll show you why in a second. Because I think there are actually two different rivers in the vicinity of the city. One starts immediately to the south of it, and the other one starts a little bit to the north.
Interesting.
I'll show you a minute after we stop watching people slaving away in our empire. Which is always fun, by the way. But
yeah.
You see, this river starts and goes down here, and... Wait a minute. No. This river takes a turn... Wait. Oh, no, never mind. This is part of this river system. This river system goes... Wow, this is the most confusing river system I've ever seen, actually.
Yeah, it is.
But, yeah, this river that comes down here by Philadelphia... We'll call it the Delaware because it comes out at Philadelphia. So the Delaware River comes up here to Boston. Do you know that Boston was on the Delaware River, by the way? It's pretty neat.
No, my geography of Northern America is pretty crappy. So.
But then it leaps down here to Washington. So, anyway, And this river starts way down here.
Yeah, these two.
These two start here, and I believe this is a separate river that comes down here. And all right, well, I don't think there's a river crossing between this square and that square, so we're just going to go with that. Oh, my reconnaissance has failed me. All right, we need. Let's see. You stay there because you're not going to make it there anyway, and instead we will send you. All right. Yes. The main difference between this game and a game like EU3, I'm trying to. Well, that game goes for a lot more realism, I would say. Well,
Yeah,
for one thing.
although I'd say the two biggest differences are that in EU3 you have fixed provinces,
Mm-hmm.
and here, and in this game you obviously choose where you settle yourself. And
Right.
EU3 is real time, and this is turn based, which
Yeah, that
is
is a
quite
pretty
the
huge
difference.
difference. Yes, it almost puts it in a different category of gaming altogether.
yeah,
And it's very, very sweet. It's very fun game, but very frustrating. And also, it's one thing about Civ 3. If you're strong like I am, it's relatively easy to completely stomp over all your enemies and just
yeah,
conquer everyone. But in EU3, you need a casus belli, and
Yeah.
if you take too many provinces or whatever, you will accrue infamy.
yeah. And if you go over the limit, you're pretty much doomed.
Yeah, everyone and their mother will invade you.
Yeah, and of course you have the stability system, which the lower your stability, the higher the chance of revolts, which also is not in Civ, which is
Yes.
a shame. It would be nice to see revolts
Yeah, it's one
instead
of,
of your advisor saying, "Ooh, the citizens in this city are not happy," and that's it.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Although they sometimes will revolt and refuse to work, but you just like hire entertainers and then
Yeah.
they're all good, except they sometimes might starve. But you know, they deserve it. So,
Yeah.
oh man. And also that's one thing I like about EU3 is actually the whole idea of infamy, and you can't take too much because it really gives a sense
Yeah.
of balance to the game. Because Civ 3 has a problem that I think a lot of games of its type have, where once you get too powerful, there's really not much that can be done to stop you.
Yeah.
And I mean, it doesn't have it quite as bad as some other games. Like, you know, the classic board game Risk, I think, is like the worst offender in that regard. When you start winning in Risk,
Yeah.
you pretty much stomp everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. What do you think? America wants peace for 20 more turns. Okay, I guess we can accept that.
Wait, you were at war then? Or?
No. What happens
Because
is
it's a
sometimes it's been the truce lasts for 20 years, and if you break the truce, it's a big problem, even in this game.
Right.
And so sometimes, if your relations are still bad and they're afraid of you, they might ask for an extension of the truce, and that's what that was. Ooh, volcano has erupted. Oh man,
Near Berlin.
Germany
which
is
is totally historical.
yes,
That really happened.
yeah.
Like these twin volcanoes near Berlin.
I know. We've all heard about the huge volcano. You know,
Yeah.
in
The
fact,
mountainous area around Berlin.
yes. In fact, I think the Red Army was stalled for about a week and a half in 1945 because of
Yeah.
a volcanic eruption on the outskirts of the city.
Of course.
Yes, and another one over here by Munich too. I
Yeah.
heard that one was another
It-
big
it-
one.
It really threatened the mining of the gems there.
Yes.
it
Here's
really
something
did.
funny. Do you see Berlin, New Berlin, Leipzig, New Leipzig? That's really random. I've never seen anything
Yeah.
like that before. Well, at least New Munich is not near Old Munich.
No.
Oh, there's another volcano near Bremen.
Oh man. Those
Yes.
poor Germans.
Yeah, the Germans are pretty much screwed when it comes to volcanoes. Completely
Yeah.
historical, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Well, now in our exciting our exciting episode, our next adventure will be to attack Pasargadae. I should rename it to something more pronounceable after I capture it.
Well, you screwed up the pronunciation of every French city so far, so...
Yeah, so it doesn't really make a difference.
No,
Alright.
it really doesn't.
We have 10 guys here, and we have 1 elite and 4 veterans. So we're going to start with the elite and just move the entire stack in. Ready?
Set.
Go. Alright, here we go.
Vive la France.
Vive la revolution! Oh, I killed him. Okay, so far so good. Oh man, 2 for 2. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty much impossible to stop anyone who has cavalry up until you get infantry.
Yeah, pretty much, but still sometimes it's, unless they get lucky, which often happens.
Yeah. Although, unless you're the Ottomans, then it's pretty much impossible
Yes!
to win. Sipahi are pretty ridiculously powerful.
Those Sipahi or whatever they're called, they're game breakers. They're just so good.
Yeah.
Oh man. The
I
city
think
is
they are
ours. And we only lost 2 cavalry in that whole thing there.
It's pretty good.
Oh man.
Oh man, that lone immortal.
Let's I have so much contempt for
Let's put that
him.
name to the test.
I have so much contempt for him. I will destroy him without even using a fully healed unit.
Oh man, he must be ashamed.
Yes. I regret that decision. He didn't die, but he
you have
was
another
injured.
not fully healed unit.
Well, I have one that's a 1 hit point dude. Actually, this guy has 2 hit points. Oh, what the hell. Haha.
Oh man, that was close.
Yes. It actually turned out to be good after all.
Yeah.
Well, we captured this city. I think the next objective is to... I don't really care too much about the northern regions right now. I want to push through down here.
Their capital does have the dyes, I believe. They are. So
Yes.
That would be nice.
I mean,
I
I could extend right to the capital, but I don't know. It's we'd be kind of stretched too thin and have a kind of an awkward shaped front. So I think I'm going to snatch the southern cities first. Come down here.
The thing is, though, if you get the capital, you will split them in 2, and you will have a port on the other side of the peninsula, which
True.
is an advantage.
It is an advantage, but the problem is it won't really cut off their supply lines because they still have the iron and the horses, and they have ports in all these cities.
Yeah.
So, and even if they didn't have ports, I'm pretty sure the Americans are friendly with them, so they would be able to use American ports. And but I think that these 2 cities are not going to be too hard to capture.
No.
And also, it will pretty much close up this sector of the front, so I can concentrate entirely on. And once I get these 3 cities, I can take Persepolis. Actually, no, I'll take these 2 first, then Persepolis. This guy will be pretty closed off, and then these will be easy picking for us.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Yes. Well, I think that's about it for this episode. I hope everyone enjoyed watching this. And
No, I did.
Yes. And if you
I'll just go skip ahead to the next episode when I watch it. I mean,
yes,
or I'll watch myself talk. That
yes,
would be interesting for a change.
because watching sound is very fun.
Yes.
But it's a very if you out there in audience land are into strategy games such as EU3, check out UnitRico's channel. I'll make sure to put in a link below.
I'll make
for
sure
his
you
channel.
do.
Yes. Well, this has been fun. I will see everybody later.
Indeed.